Welcome back, fellas, into this new video of TechExpress. Today, let's talk a little bit more about Microsoft Word. So, to make fillable form into Microsoft Word, creating a fillable form in Word is the secret to getting clean, structured data from the users. You can create fields for text, the dates, checklists, the docs, the rest of the document. This requires the developer tab, which is needed to be enabled first. So to enable this, you need to go directly into the upper left corner that says the actual file, and directly in here what I need to do is to go directly into the options where I can customize my actual ribbon. So here what I need to do is to make sure that into the right side find and check the box next to the developer mode that you can be appearing directly inside here. Usually here is the complement element. Now usually we do have, of course, the free version, and the free version won't let you continue if you have the free version, right? So you might want to be taking that in mind before you want to make some changes directly inside the Word elements. So when you finish with this element, go for the option that says accept, and then you can insert the content controls. In the developer tab, you can have the key tools and the control group with simple text entry. To create a field for your name or your address, you can type the label like the full name, then click the plain text control, and a box that says click or tapped to the text that actually appears. The second option that I can be giving you is, for example, to get started with a new, and here into all the templates you can be look out. Let's say, for example, that I looked for something called form and search the bar. This will be showing you this kind of forms that we can use to make the registration form like this. For example, I go for the option that says create, and this will be generating me an actual fillable form directly into the Microsoft. So this is, for example, only the free version. Usually what you have is the information of the event. For example, here's the actual field, here's the name of the event, the element here, the hour, the place, and all of that. Usually this kind of stuff gives us this kind of, let's say, more freedom to alternate between one or even two fields. Now, what is not so much great about the Microsoft, which is totally for free, this one have a lot of ads, so you don't want to post and focus a lot in that into this specific ads, because usually this just won't let you continue with work. Now this is an actual really simple form directly here into the Microsoft. You can enter the content controls, you have the protected document, and so much more. But there's another solution that I can give you just in case you wanted to see those elements. The other solution is to try it out, for example, with the one that's being called the Google Forms. Now the G Forms, for example, can be helping you to, let's say, do these elements like more automatically, more simple, to send this online, and to, let's say, all your information can be just filled in one place. And when somebody created, well, let's say, for example, filled this specific form, what you can do now is to use this information, or you're going to be receiving this information directly here into the Gmail, so you can see which one answers the actual questions, and here are the responses and the settings and so much more. So directly here into the Google Forms, you have here the contact information. You can have the name, the email, the passcode. So for example, let's say that this is just a short quest. Just type here, type your name, and here into the short answer, let's say that this is for example, short answer. This is going to be really required. Email, once again, please enter a valid email address, and here into the passcode, let's say, what is your main area? Short answer, once again. Text, usually should be text contains. So I can delete this element and I can enable this. So I have 3 questions that I can be using, and I close this. I check out the responses. Here into the responses, I can check how many people solved this specific form, and here are my responses. Here's the presentation, here's the form defaults, and the questions. So if you wanted to, you can collect email addresses by the default, and you're actually good to go. When you finish with this element, you can focus on the option that says send. You can copy the actual link of the actual link. You can shorten the URL if you wanted to, and go for the option that says the copy. Back directly here into the Word, you can do something like this, but I cannot assure you that it can be really helpful. Even you can type directly here into the new tab. You can look out for quizzes, for example, and this can be showing you more and more stuff that can be helping you to, let's say, solve questions and so much more. But basically, I do love to use a lot Google Forms because it's much more faster to use, much more reliable, and the formatting can be done automatically, seamlessly, and really easy. So you let me know in the comments below what you think about this both elements. If Google Forms helped you, or if you want to stick around with the Word, you can let me know in the comments below. So thank you once again for watching the video, guys. Hopefully this was very useful, and see you next time.